Welcome to Section 2 of Financial Planning for the class Personal Finance at Minnesota Virtual Academy. Our section preview today is in this section. You'll learn about setting financial goals, financial planning, types of income, taxes, budgets, expenses, and purchases. So let's look at long-term and short-term goals, setting financial goals, and financial planning. Goals. A goal is something specific that you want to achieve in the future. A long-term goal is a goal that you work for over a long period of time. An example would be getting into college, writing a book, or starting a non-profit organizations. These are all examples of long-term goals. Short-term goals are goals that take less time to accomplish. Personal goals are your own individual goals that you want to accomplish. They may be things that you can accomplish alone, or they may require the help of other people. You'll learn about setting goals next. All right, to set personal goals, you need to decide what things in life are most important to you. If you care a lot about getting a good education, your goal might include getting a good grades in school or being accepted to college. Here are some questions to help you consider what your personal goals might be. You can consider these questions in your own head for now without writing out your answers. What activities do you most enjoy? Make a short list of the activities that you enjoy and want to include in your future life. An example might be a list of activities such as traveling, biking, hiking, reading, writing, teaching, and so on. Hey, that's a lot like me. What activities do you least enjoy? Make a short list of activities that you dislike or would like to limit or stop doing. Consider when and how you might be able to avoid these activities. Also consider whether there might be a way for you to enjoy some of them. What things have you never done before but want to try? You can make a list of that. What things would your job need to include in order to make you feel satisfied? What things are you as good at? What are your weaknesses? What personal values are most important to you? Values can be honesty, kindness, generosity, patience, so on. And what issues or causes do you care most about? You might care about the environment, education, helping people in need. And lastly, which people in your life are the most important to you? Who's important to you? Not only do we set personal goals, but we also set financial goals. Financial goals are goals that are specifically related to money. An example of a financial goal would be saving money to buy a video game or buying a gift for a friend, which are short-term goals. Many more goals are what we call long-term goals, paying for college, buying a car, saving for retirement. These are all financial goals that take much longer to achieve. So it's important to be real or realistic when you're setting your financial goals. An example is it might not be possible to save all the money you need to attend college within a few months, but saving this money slowly over time is a more realistic goal. To achieve a long-term financial goal, you usually need to start working toward it well in advance. Example, saving for retirement. Usually a goal that requires you to start planning many years in advance. Some people make financial goals that only relate to themselves. Other people make financial decisions that relate to the financial needs of their family members. So let's do some practice. Which of these are examples of financial goals? Saving up for a new stereo? Getting a part-time job that will earn enough money to pay for maintenance on the car? Getting good at playing the piano? Well, if I want to buy something, that's a financial goal. If I want to save money, that's a financial goal. If I want to get good at the piano, well, that's more of a personal goal. If I want to become a teacher's class president, that's a personal goal. Or the schools, I should say. My photos displayed in an art gallery? Personal goal. Afford an apartment? Alright, so let's click the tabs to learn more about some common long-term financial goals. Well, one financial goal, if you want to get training after high school or technical school or college, that's a big financial goal. In almost all cases, going to college is a good investment. College graduates or technical school graduates usually earn higher salaries than people who didn't graduate from college. There are many ways to pay for college: loans, scholarships, or gifts, but it's important to plan carefully and be realistic. College can cost as high as $30,000 to $40,000 a year, and you can save a lot of money by choosing a less expensive school. Since going to college is a big financial decision, consider carefully what you want from college, how many years of college you plan to attend, and what type of careers you're interested in. Another long-term financial goal would be to buy a house. There are many reasons you might want to buy a home. You might want the freedom and control to change the home however you want. You might want the social status associated with owning a home. You might think the home will increase in value, or you might prefer to own something. You also have tax bracket write-offs when you own a home that are not mentioned there. Since most people don't usually have enough cash to pay for an entire house at once, they usually have to borrow the money. If you don't buy a home, you likely need to rent one. Renting is when you pay to use something that belongs to someone else. Renting is sometimes less expensive than owning. It's more affordable, but however, if you buy the home, your money is going towards something valuable that you can sell later. And then retirement. Many people want set aside money for retirement. Retirement is a point in a person's life when they stop working full time. In the U.S., most people retire at some point after the age of 62. Saving money over the course of your lifetime so that your needs will be met after you retire is a common financial goal. If you don't save and plan for retirement, you may not be able to retire when you want to, or you may have difficulty meeting your needs after retiring. Many people use what's called a 401k account, which is a type of retirement savings account. But not all employers offer this account, but many do, and some even match. So if you put in $50 a month, they'll put $50 in a month. So which long-term goal can a 401k account help you achieve? Save for college, retire from full-time work, buy a house? Well, I think it was about saving money. It was about retiring. A financial plan is a way of organizing your finances so you'll be able to set and meet financial goals while making sure you have enough money to spend on things you need. If you have a strong financial plan, you're more likely to reach your financial goals. An example, a person might be saving money to take a vacation and save for money for college at the same time. Sometimes you'll have more than one financial goal working at the same time. Sometimes the financial plans you make will only affect you. Other times it may create a financial plan that includes the needs of your family. You may need to make a financial plan that allows you to set aside for the care of your parents when they're older or to help care for another family member. If you have a spouse or children, your financial plan should consider their needs and wants as well as your needs and wants. It's important to prioritize your goals. Prioritize is ranking things in order of importance. You'll need to prioritize your list of financial goals to make sure to meet the most important ones. An example, if your most important goal is saving up for a car, you shouldn't spend all your money on smaller goals like an expensive pair of shoes, a new video game system, or so on. So what will prioritizing help you do? Make more money so you can buy more things, create more jobs, keep you focused on the most important goals, or get a bank account? I think if I prioritize, I put things in order, I'm going to focus on my most important goals. Sometimes we should set dates for goals. An example is Carla wants to save money for her son, Thomas, to go to college. If she starts saving when Thomas is 2 years old, she has 16 years to save. If she waits until Thomas is 15, well, she only has 3 years to save. Sometimes you want to access your finances. Your financial resources include the money you have, the money you earn and receive, and the things you own. These are all called economic resources. Income is the money you earn working. Your assets include money you have and things you own, a car, a computer, a home that you own. Debt is money, goods, or services that one person owes to another person or institution like a credit card company. If you have debt, paying it off will probably be one of your first financial goals. The longer you wait to pay it off, certain kinds of debt, the more money it will cost you because of interest. It's an extra fee that borrowers like banks or credit card companies must pay to a lender, or that we have to pay to them. So it's important to pay off our debts. And then sometimes we need to look in the future. A projection is a guess or estimate about what something will be like in the future. You might expect to continue working the same job and making the same amount of money. You might plan to increase your hours at work so your income increases. You might expect to earn less while you go to college. You might plan to pay off your debt by a specific date so you can have more money left over for each month. So what is a projection? I'm projecting into the future. List of debts, money, and goods or services. Unexpected. Yes. It is a guess or estimate about what something will be like in the future. Sometimes there's risk involved with money, that something negative might happen. So you have insurance to cover that, and then you have to pay in a premium each month to pay for that insurance. And then you have certain coverage. You might have a will. It's a legal document that states what you want to have happen in your finances after your death. Some people create a will to make sure their children and other family members will receive their assets. And then you want to have money in reserve. That means the amount of money you've set aside in case of emergency. Savings. So a blank is the amount of money you've set aside in case of emergency. Well, I know they didn't. They talked about reserve and they talked about a will. A will is if I die, so it's actually a reserve. So sometimes you need to revise your plan. Many people consider their financial goals and necessary income before they accept a job. If you have a large financial goal such as purchasing a house, you will want a job that will pay you enough money to meet both those needs and work toward that goal. If you want to save money, if you want to save more money than you're able to earn at one job, you may decide to take another. So after assessing your income and expenses and discover that you will not be able to save enough money to meet your financial goals when you want to, which of the following things could you do in order to meet that? Increase your income by working more? Sure. Well, that's it for our lesson today. I hope to talk to you more. Please go to Educanon and complete any other assignments, and I appreciate your time. On to Section 3.